In a bustling city, there was a small, forgotten square. In its center sat an old man named Elias on his familiar wooden bench. Every day, he would arrive at dawn and leave at dusk. To the hurried people passing by, he was just part of the scenery, the silent old man on the bench. But Elias was a keeper. He noticed everything. He saw Lena, the young woman who rushed through every morning, her face etched with worry for her newborn son who was struggling to gain weight. He saw David, the businessman, whose shoulders slumped heavier each week as his company quietly failed. He saw Aisha, the schoolgirl who sat on the edge of the fountain to eat her lunch, looking lonely. One Tuesday, Elias brought a small, simple gift. For Lena, he had a single, perfect apple from his own small tree. As she rushed past, he simply held it out. "For strength," he said softly. Surprised, she took it. The next day, he did the same, and the next. It became a tiny anchor in her chaotic day. For David, Elias never offered money or advice. Instead, one afternoon, as David stared blankly at the pigeons, Elias said, "The sun is warm on this spot, better than a cold office." It was the first time anyone had spoken to David without wanting something in weeks. He began to pause for a moment, just to share the silence. For Aisha, Elias started leaving small, interesting stones on the bench beside him. A piece of granite with flecks of mica, a smooth river stone. Curious, she eventually asked about them. He told her they were treasures, each with a story from a different part of the world. Soon, she was eating her lunch next to him, listening. Months passed. The worry on Lena's face began to ease as her son grew stronger. David's company closed, but he started visiting the square to talk to Elias about his new, simpler ideas. Aisha brought her new friends to meet the treasure man. One evening, Elias didn't come. He wasn't there the next day or the day after. The people of the square, Lena, David, Aisha, and others he had quietly touched, felt his absence like a change in the weather. They gathered on his bench, not knowing what to do. Then Aisha spoke. "Someone should sit here to keep watching." So they did. Lena began to come on her days off. David would take a lunch break there. They began to see what Elias saw, the quiet struggles, the hidden hopes. They started offering their own small kindnesses, a compliment, a helping hand, a listening ear. They never knew that Elias had been a lonely widower who simply chose to care for the world in front of him. But he had built something far greater than a monument. He had built a habit of humanity. The bench was never empty again.